I'm Maria from My Life Blood, and I'd like to welcome you to my office. You can see that in front of me I've got some pieces of equipment and my microscope that I use with the blood analysis, and today we're going to talk a little bit more about what I do. What I actually specialise in is live and dry blood analysis. You may or may not have heard of these types of analyses, but they're an awesome tool to help us understand what's going on inside our body at a cellular level. I'm going to take a collection from a client in a few moments, and you'll get the opportunity to see how that's done, and then we're going to take a look at some of the images from the blood sample that we'll be looking at. Just going to take a collection now. If you can hold your fingers just like that for me. This is just a little bit of alcohol, just to sterilise your fingers with first. And I'm going to take the collection from your little fingers, because that actually allows us to see what's going on in the really tiny capillaries of your body. Okay, so just a little prick with a lancet. And we don't need very much blood at all. So we're actually going to collect the dry blood analysis first. So we're going to let that sit on the bench and let it dry out. I just need one more drop for the live blood. And we're going to have a look at this one straight away. What we've got on the screen here are some different types of blood cells. Let's look at them a little more closely. These here are actually red blood cells. Over here we have a couple of white cells. Down here we've got some platelets. Looking at all of these different aspects, it can give us information about what's going on within the body at a cellular level. The reason I choose to use live blood analysis as one of the tools to educate people on their health is it gives us an incredible amount of information about the digestive and the immune system specifically. And if those systems are not working effectively within our body, then we will begin to develop disturbances at a cellular level. We have to have those systems working well, and this is an awesome tool to help us understand what's going on. So if we have a look at this image right here, we've got two different types of white cells. Let's have a look a little more closely at this one right here. This is actually called an eosinophil. It's a very specialised white cell, as they all are. They all have a role to play. These ones help us with allergies and sensitivities and also parasites, so it's a great way to assess digestive disturbances. But we're going to have a look at other more specific aspects of the live blood in relation to the different cells in future videos. Let's have a look at the dry blood now. What we have here is the dry blood analysis collection. As the name suggests, it's simply been collected and allowed to dry out at room temperature. This test is going to give us more information about what is happening within the body at a cellular level, more specifically than what we can see in the live blood. So they actually work very, very well together in tandem to give us a complete picture. Now we're going to have a look at it under the microscope. What we have on the monitor here is the dry blood analysis. Now you can see it looks very different to the live blood. One of the reasons is we're using a different filter on the microscope, but the other obviously is because the sample has been allowed to dry out. What we're actually looking at are millions of blood cells that have lost the moisture in them, they've dried out, and they've actually formed a clot on the slide. What we can actually see on the screen are some different aspects of it. These little black lines are actually pieces of fibrin. That's part of the normal clotting process, and it needs to be there. If there's a lack of fibrin, it can give me information. Another aspect that we can check with the dry blood analysis is the coloration of the slide itself. Now you can see that we have actually got some areas that looks lighter in colour. This is actually giving me information on the digestive tract, and it also helps us to see that there's possibly malabsorption going on, that this person is not absorbing the nutrients from their food effectively, which is one of the most common things that I see. You know, if the digestive tract is not working well, even if you're eating a really good diet or taking lots of supplements, you may not be getting any benefit from it. We have got to get your gut working effectively. What we're looking at right here is actually the edge of the dried clot of blood. Making an assessment on the appearance of the edge can give me a lot of information about a person's health. What we've had a look at today is an overview of the sorts of things that we can see in a live and a dry blood analysis. It's just a small snapshot of what will be involved in a 2-hour consultation. And in 2 hours we cover a huge number of things in both of these specialised testing procedures. If you feel that you have some health disturbances that need addressing and you're not really getting the answers that you need, you're not quite sure where to go, the live and dry blood analysis are a fantastic way to find out what's going on in your body at a cellular level. So if you've got any questions that you'd like me to help you with, please send me an email at my website. It's www.mylifeblood.com.au. I really look forward to hearing from you, and I really look forward to the videos that we're going to be making over the next couple of weeks, because we're going to look at some aspects of the blood a little bit more specifically, so stay tuned.